Arvin, no? Buti naka-join ka.
Morning. Dito lang ako sa katabi niya lang.
Actually, yung we had a meeting since December with the team ni Crossair together with the requirements for St. Luke's Hospital. Itong requirement na to is all about fresh air processing unit. So we'll discuss all the details, how we go about it when you deal with the design provided by consultants. Normally, this is the equipment schedule for outdoor air processing unit. You'll see yung designation at what kind of service it will focus on, fresh air processing unit, fresh air fan, S01, 02, 03, no? And then may mga indications siya saan niya ginagamit, like for lobby, or for specific area. And also, nandyan yung airflow. If you validate itong airflow na to with our own data doon sa catalog natin, you'll notice some of this airflow exceeds doon sa requirement ng fresh air processing unit, especially if you're focusing only doon sa ERV. And also, I believe, tinulungan ako ni Ella dito doon sa pag-simulate, no, yung entering air, dry bulb temperature. Normally, you put directly itong ganitong klaseng type of data directly doon sa equipment schedule. So when you do a fresh air processing unit design, dapat all this data nakikita ito, entering air dry bulb, wet bulb, leaving air dry bulb, leaving air wet bulb. Where do you get this? You get this doon sa simulation mo sa early analysis programming, HAP 2.0. No? Pero I think yung version ngayon na nasa 4.8 na o nasa 5.02 yung version. And then you have to indicate yung total cooling capacity and also yung sensible cooling capacity. Why is this important? Including yung fan ESP. Remember, yung fan ESP
Hello,
dyan.
sir.
Oo. Yes.
Excuse me po, sir. Yung hindi pa po naka-share yung screen niyo, sir.
Ay, teka. So,
pero ibang ano po?
Ibang data?
Ibang window, sir. Yung Microsoft Teams po yung nakikita natin.
Ay, okay. Thank you, Arvin. Hindi siya nag-share. Ito, kita na, Arvin.
Yes po, sir.
Yan, okay. Thank you, thank you. So particularly, itong mga data na to, when you do an equipment schedule for fresh air processing unit or outdoor processing unit, you normally provide itong data na to, entering air dry bulb, entering air wet bulb, leaving air dry bulb, leaving air wet bulb, total cooling capacity, and also itong sensible cooling cap. Bakit ito mahalaga? Because it dictates what kind of equipment, number of people inside doon sa room. And also yung fan ESP na yan, ini-indicate nila particularly for the fan. No? So if you notice itong equipment schedule na ito ng outdoor air processing unit or pressure processing unit, wala siya naka-indicate na ano yung tingin yung wala dito? Yung, di ba, yung fan horsepower, hindi niya in-indicate. Meaning, ang gusto ni consultant, inaalaw niya yung manufacturer to dictate, no, yung fan horsepower. Why? Because, tingnan nyo dito, nakalagay dito, all outdoor air processing units shall be fitted with MERV 8 filter. So, different brand of filter, different din yung static pressure. So you have to, although MERV 8 filter yon, may classification yon, may arrestance yon, no? Sabihin 70% arrestance, 80% arrestance, or 95% arrestance. Ibig sabihin, yung pag-filter niya ng dust. Filter, tapos saan siya nakalocate? At the upstream side of the cooling coil. Ibig sabihin, bago pumasok yung outdoor air, upstream. No? Ibig sabihin, papasok pa lang yung hangin. No? The filter shall have a phase velocity similar to the cooling coil. Ibig sabihin, ang phase velocity ng cooling coil should be not greater than 500 feet per minute. And then, if you notice, doon sa babang-baba, no, nakalagay dito, all units shall be certified by ARI and AMCA. In some manufacturer, like there are fresh air processing unit, they don't do yung ARI rating or AMCA rated fan. So what do you get from them? So you like itong consultant, particular consultants na to, will require certification from the manufacturer, whether from GRI, whether from Daikin, whether from LG or Samsung, they will require. And also, itong nakalagay dito, all outdoor processing units shall be double skin with 50 mm thick polyurethane insulation sandwich between panels. What does this mean? Ibig sabihin nito, when you do selection, ibig sabihin, yung mismong outdoor processing unit or fresh air processing unit will give you already a hint. This will be located outside the space or outside the building. Meaning, maaring nasa roof deck or nasa gilid ng building. So, yun yung sinasabi niya dyan. Kaya siya gumagamit ng double skin, no? 50 mm thick polyurethane insulation sandwich between panels. And then, may mga particular cold bridge design ang mga air handling unit. So, you have to be particular to that. I think binibigay din yan ng ibang manufacturer lang. May mga very detailed presentation ang mga air handling unit. I hope in yung mga susunod nating MA forum, ma-discuss ko sa inyo, particularly just for air handling unit, what's in it. I believe tinulungan ako ni Ella to simulate itong data na to, itong data ng fresh air processing unit. The issue with the GRI GMBVRF software, may mga limitations yan in terms of outdoor ambient design and indoor ambient design. Even though i-force mo siya, di ba, sabi nga dito, ang requirement niya sa living air is 11.77. Ito na yan, yung data na yan. Actually, itong 30.39, ma-meet naman yan, entering air. This happens on a colder season. If you're in the Philippines, makikita mo yan, ma-experience mo yan between September or October up to January, February. No? But in pagdating ng summer months, you won't experience itong dry bulb na to, entering dry bulb na yan. Tataas na yan, no? 31 up to 35 or 36. So ano yung limitation ng GRI GMBVRF software? Yung indoor ambient condition niya nakapeg, no, to 16. No? Sabi ko nga, I discussed with Engineer Ella, nakapeg yun sa 16. Meaning, pag nakapeg siya sa 16 degrees C, ang mangyayari doon is yung mismong temperature o yung mismong design condition na hinihingi ni consultant, maaaring hindi mo na mapalabas. No? Hindi mo na maibibigay sa kanya yung result because ang maibibigay mo lang yung result at 16 degrees C at this condition. No? Hindi mo na maipapalabas yung 11.77 yan. And also, yung ESP, yung external static pressure, you have to play with it. You have to dictate it doon sa selection mo. But ang issue dito is yung fan HP. Ibig sabihin, you need to include and consider yung dampers, yung filters, yung coil pressure drop, air pressure drop. So, parang iisipin mo, this is just a simple pressure outdoor processing unit but kailangan pang i-discuss yan. No? May mga pilosopong engineer, no? Pero kung if you're a real designer, you're looking to correct information, you want to deliver correct design, well, you have to be disciplined in looking into this. Also, inclusion ng MERV 8 pressure drop on total static pressure. Yung power input, hindi ni-specify ni consultant, no? Pag tinignan mo dito, hindi niya ini-specify yun. Hindi niya ini-specify. So, power input as specified, wala. No? Pero dapat you have to be careful also when you do selection. So, ikaw na mismo yung gagawa ng selection na yun. Believe nga ako kay Aaron, yan talagang iba yung pinasok niyang career pero gusto niyang pag-aralan itong natin, itong discipline natin. Dapat we should be transparent on data simulation. What we want to do is simulate over existing available limitations. Ibig sabihin, we will only work doon sa binigay ni consultant, no? And also, consultant's requirement, we provide based on 30 degrees C, correct? 30, tapos mag-overcool siya ng 11, tapos dapat i-release niya at comfortable 16 degrees C. No? Pero itong portion na to between 11 and 16, it will not happen on a system na purely cooling only. Meaning, di ba, meron tayong VRF na purely cooling lang. Merong VRF na heating and cooling. Magagawa mo yan dito pag heating and cooling. Pero yung VRF na ginagamit natin, whether yung equipment brand natin o ibang specification yung gagamitin mo, mangyayari lang yung reheating ng coil, no? Kapag yung VRF na ginamit mo or equipment na ginamit mo is with heating, no? Heating and cooling na VRF, or we call it in short, heat pump VRF. So, yung actual condition, we also recommend, no, with consultant based doon sa 35 degrees C, kasi yun naman talaga yung design condition natin dito sa Pilipinas, and also 16 degrees C. When will happen yung 11.77 degrees C? If the manufacturer allow, normally, if the manufacturer allow yung to tweak yung software simulation nila to provide an 11.77. That's why yung data na to, we send it to Great China. Kaya lang, I don't know if they would provide us yung simulation based on 11.77 or they will just also follow yung software na binigay nila sa atin. But definitely, they can do this if they want to. Ang tanong, kung pwede niyo akong tanungin bakit lumabas yung 11.77, I believe this happened doon sa data doon sa early analysis program ng Carrier E20 Pro. So why do we need? No? Why do we need to simulate yung both condition 30 and 35? Because we need, since we want to be transparent dun sa data simulation natin, if you do 30 degrees C and 16 degrees C, ang mga piping reticulation mo for VRF magiging smaller. and then malilimit mo yung compressor performance, and then short. If you operate it beyond doon sa 16 degrees C, you're short, malimit mo yung lifespan ng equipment. That's why we provide an option to consultants to simulate yung requirement nila based on design condition, which is 35 and 16 degrees C. And there are some points to convince yung consultants that certain equipment will perform based doon sa data nila. It will happen when you do, no? Since may limitation software, may limitation simulated results, we normally use yung mga commissioning results natin from other projects, also yung equipment past performance. If you are looking for ano yung actual performance ng mga GRID-VRF that was installed, I believe you can, there is a data provided by Sean Palero, Engineer Sean Palero. Very important yung mga data na yun. You should be able to take hold of that information. The commissioning results will provide you suction temperature and also discharge temperature. Normally, dun sa past project natin with UDMC, you'll see it can perform better than living air dry bulb of 11.77. You see that kasi we did some pure testing, no? We did some what they call this stress testing dun sa isang project na yan. And I believe also we did it also in Island Cove, no? So may mga data si team, I think you can get also a data from team, yung mga simulated commissioning, testing and commissioning process natin. Okay, so very short yung ating discussion ngayon. Unless may question kayo about fresh air processing system.
Wala naman po, sir.
No questions.
Sige, kung wala kayong question, ako na lang magtatanong. Why do you think if you simulate itong ganitong condition, ano tingin niyo yung magiging fan horsepower nito? May airflow ka, meron kang fan ESP, meron kang MERV 8 filter, then double skin yung AHU mo. Siguro, Ella, try mo kayang computein itong particular outdoor air processing unit number 1. Try mo kayang i-simulate ano yung magiging fan horsepower nito. So 320 LPS, so mga something 600. 600 yan. Tulungan nyo rin si Ella mag-compute para alam natin. And then, kung titignan nyo, itong fan ESP niya, kung 200 Pascal yan, so almost close to 1 inch. 0.8 inch. Then, include nyo yung, ibig sabihin, yung fan pa lang ito, no? External static pressure na i-encounter ng fan doon sa may ducting, no? Is 200. So, idagdag mo yung fan discharge, no?
Sir, pwedeng medyo pa-zoom po, sir, nung screen doon sa may
Ay, sige.
detail.
Ay, sorry. Clear ba? So if you do yung simulation na yan, ibig sabihin yung fan ESP, yung external static pressure, na-encounter niya, yung sa ducting, mga 200 Pascal na yun, so mga 0.8 inch water gauge na yun. Tapos meron kang fan discharge na 0.15, almost 0.95. Then meron kang volume damper doon sa bago pumasok doon sa may fan. So pag pasok ng hangin, meron ka. Another 0.15 yon. Tapos meron kang MERV 8 filter. Normally, ang pinakamataas nito, yung MERV 8 filter, pag you check doon sa ASHRAE data guide, makikita nyo yung arrestance nito at saka yung pressure drop. And I suggest yung manufacturer's data, yung nag-provide ng MERV 8 filters, yun yung gagamitin. Ang pressure drop ng mga filter normally range mga 0.3, 0.45, ganyan. So kung sabihin mo 0.3 yan, so ang external static pressure mo, total static pressure mo, abot ka na almost 1.4 inch. So mga 350 Pascal na yun. So if you simulate yung compute na ni Ella,
Ito sir, kino-compute ko namin.
so mga 1.4 yung inch water gauge na yun, ESP mo. Tapos yung airflow mo, mga 677. Ang resulting fan horsepower mo, ilan? Okay, kung 677, multiply mo ng 1.4 inch water gauge, divide mo ng 6356, divide mo ng fan efficiency, tsaka motor efficiency, 0.45 yun, tsaka 0.55. So,
Sir, di ba yung ESP ko dito 200? Divide ko lang
yan yun sa duct.
isa.
Yan yun sa ducting nila eh. So, yung ducting,
Ano yung TSP?
so yung total static pressure, pag inad mo yung from ESP, idadagdag mo yung fan discharge, volume damper, no? Dadagdag mo yung filter, yung effect ng filter, which is mga 0.3 to 0.45. So pagka yun na yung TSP, total static pressure. Yung ESP, yan yung na-compute nila sa ducting. Ibig sabihin, yan yung kailangan ma-offset ng fan paglabas niya doon sa may equipment. External, kaya nakalagay external static pressure. So if you rely just on fan ESP and then sinelect mo yung equipment mo based on that, maaring hindi masunugan ka ng fan kasi hindi mo na consider yung ibang pressure drop coming from filter, coming from volume dampers, doon sa may air intake, may volume damper doon sa air intake side eh. Dito. May volume damper dyan. Para hindi kayo ma-confuse. So when you do simulation lagi, make sure i-consider niyo yung
0.46, sir. HP.
yun. Kung 0.46 siya, kung 0.46 siya, ibig sabihin, ang gagamitin mo na yung next higher. Actually, na-compute ko rito mga 0.6 HP. So, gamit ka na ng, ano yung pinakamalapit mo? 0.75 HP, 3/4 horsepower, or 1 HP na capacity ng fan mo. So, make sure, when you issue the equipment specification for manufacturer to select, consider mo na kagad yun. So, itong information na binibigay ni consultant na to is guide for the manufacturer. So if you're with the manufacturer like with Gree or other brand, you'll take into consideration itong lahat ng data na ito. Okay? I hope may natutunan kayo. Mahirap kasi magbebenta ka lang pero hindi mo naman alam kung paano binibenta mo ito. And then how you deal with consultants. Maganda alam mo rin yung mind ng consultants. When you're you learn
Paano
also from others. Sige, Ella.
Paano kapag ERB naman yung ginagamit, sir? Paano yung pagdi-design nun, sir?
Pag ERB, ang problem mo with ERB dahil smaller capacity, di ba? Smaller capacity lang ERB natin, hindi aabot ng mga, the biggest is mga 600 or 500 CFM lang. Ito malalaki na customized na siya. And also, some of the ERB, hindi siya double skin. Tingnan mo itong requirement rito. Sabi niya, the outdoor unit processing shall be double skin 50 mm thick. No? Some of ERB, hindi naman siya double skin. So, meaning, mag-iiba talaga. Magiging customized itong ganitong klase requirement. And that's the point, sabi ko, kailangan kong i-discuss ito sa inyo. At least alam niyo. So, when you do collaboration with consultants or other designers, at least alam niyo ito. Kung hindi man, kung yung kausap niyo hindi niya kabisado yung equipment natin, we have to inform them. Or yung pag-select, we have to share it to them. So, parang we make ourselves responsible to tell them, eto ganito po namin ginagawa. Okay? So, si Arvin, make sure, Arvin, since alam mo na to, don't just rely dito sa information na to. When you do yung electrical works mo, so collaborate with mechanical engineers natin. So, make sure na kahit ikaw mismo, you can validate, hindi mo pa kinonsider to, baka maliit yung ma-specify na motor. So, magkakaproblema din yung dalawa.
Okay po, sir. Noted po yun.
Actually, itong nakikita nyo na to, maliliit pa lang ito. Kasi doon sa outdoor air processing unit namin sa power plant, malalaki na po. 20,000, 30,000 CFM, mas malalaki pa rito. Ano lang ito, bulilit lang ito, hindi pa ito yung when you're dealing with large small, kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, maganda makita niyo rin yung power plant mo. Talaga ang lalaki ng outdoor processing unit doon. Siguro kaya when you visit Rockwell, when you visit power plant mall, hindi ka nahihilo sa loob ng cinema, hindi ka nahihilo sa loob ng mall. Why? Because may tamang quantity ng outdoor air for everyone, for every shoppers, for every workers inside the space, for every viewers inside cinema. Yun ang reason. Kaya maganda mamasyal sa Rockwell. Proud ako kasi alam ko kami nag-design nun. Yung Ayala, ganun din naman namin dinesign nun. Mactan, Shangri-La, and Shangri-La Mall. But I don't know kung nami-maintain pa nila yung ganung mga outdoor air processing unit. Bakit walang mold sa Shangri-La Hotel pagka tumira ka dun sa mga guest room nila? Bakit? Because they're using properly yung outdoor air processing unit. Bakit hindi maamoy yung carpet? Bakit? Kasi they're using outdoor air processing unit sa mga guest rooms. So mahalaga kasi yun. Mahalaga na mayroong lagi kang dinideliver na outdoor air or fresh air. Sabi nga nila. There's no such thing as fresh air unless finilter mo yan. Kaya ang tawag na lang nila, some consultants would like to call it outdoor air processing unit. Okay? So I hope may natutunan kayo and very short tong discussion natin na to. And always consider yung ibang trade when you do design. Sabi nga habang natututo ka, nagiging humble ka kasi sabi ko pa palang hindi alam. Kahit ako, habang natututo rin ako, sabi ko sa sarili, sabi ko pa palang dapat matutunan. Okay, thank you very much guys and see you on the next ME forum natin. May magjo-join daw ng mga tiga-sales sa atin sa mga next ME forum natin. Siguro i-prepare nyo na lang yung conference room natin if they want to join sa mga susunod na ME forum para hindi rin tayo para maganda rin yung discussion. Okay team, thank you very much sa inyo. Thank you Aram, thank you Ella and Abby. God
Thank you,
bless.
sir.